What is going on, YouTube? We got some major news, guys, from Jeff passing that the New York Mets are interested in the two high relievers, Edwin Diaz and Devin Williams. Now, these are two relievers. Obviously, Edwin Diaz is a Met. He was he opted out, and now the Mets have to do a whole new contract with Edwin Diaz. Edwin Diaz wants to be a Met, but he's going to look at free agency. And Devin Williams is a guy that was a Yankee, but he's a free agent now. So we're going to see what happens when it comes to these guys. But before we do, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And we're going to get into Mr. Devin Williams. I know he's a guy that is a little controversial. I get it. I understand. A lot of Met fans, a lot of Yankee fans don't even want to see this guy's face. But this is overall has been a really good pitcher for his career. But in 2025, he struggled. 2025 had 5 blown saves. He went 4-6 with a 79 4.79 ERA. This is a guy that for New York and the New York Yankees, the New York Yankee fans did not want to see Devin Williams. They didn't want to see him. They had to change his role. They had to change him out of the closer role for a bit just for he can fix himself and fix his little, what he was going through mentally. So it's a big thing with Devin Williams. I think overall, though, his pitches are nasty. He has a good fastball. He has that airbender changeup. This is a guy that, to me, if you can get this man to be the New York Mets setup man, I would take that. I would take that because of what I've seen from his past. And David Stearns knows exactly what Devin Williams is. He knows exactly how Devin Williams is. He's been an insane closer. He's been one of the best in the game. One of the best in the game. This is a guy that I feel if you have him in the 8th inning row, he can be nasty. He can strike out a lot of guys. But is he going to be able to handle that pressure again with New York? Is he going to be able to handle that pressure? I don't exactly know, but I know that David Stearns is interested in him. The Mets are interested in Devin Williams, and that's why we're talking about it here. But do you trust Devin Williams? Because I know a lot of Met fans are having many different reactions. But if I was to tell you that Devin Williams, just overall, Devin Williams in 2025, in the start of 2025, would you have given a chance to Devin Williams? Would you want him to be your closer? I think everybody would have said yes. I think everybody would have said yes. And this is a guy that I like, but the pressure did get to him. But his airbender changeup is just so nasty. He's one of the nastiest pitches. But with the Yankees, you saw a lot of walks. Like 2025, the season, he had 18 saves, 5 blown saves. He pitched in 67 games, a whip of 1.13, 90 strikeouts. So when you really think about it, he did struggle. And it's something that I understand why. If you don't want to sign him, I completely understand. But this is a guy that could be the potential setup man for the New York Mets. And if the Mets want to go after Devin Williams and Edwin Diaz, then I think I'm okay with it. Because he could probably rebound. But if I was to read you his ERA in 2023, a 1.53 ERA in 61 games, a 1.25 ERA in 2024 in 22 games, a 1.93 ERA in 2022, 65 games. In 2023, 1.53, 61 games. So if I was to tell you that, would you want to sign Devin Williams after the 2024 season? I think a lot of people would say yes. A lot of people would say yes. So I know we're letting recently bias get to us. I get it. You saw him with the New York Yankees. He didn't do so good. I completely understand. But maybe a new team and the familiar, the being with David Stearns, a guy that was with him before with the Brewers, maybe that can help him. Maybe he'll know exactly how to help this guy. So it's something that I think it's worth talking about because it's an option. But what type of money are you gonna have to give Devin Williams? I don't think you're gonna have to give him 4 years for 80 mil. I think maybe you'll give him around either 15 mil for like 3 years or maybe more. Maybe you have to go 18 mil for 3 or 4 years. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens with this guy. I like his pitches. But in 2025, I know a lot of Yankee fans just didn't want to see his face. And the question is, can he handle that pressure with the New York team again? Can he handle it? Does he prefer to go to another team? Because in New York, when you don't perform, you get booed. It's not like a game. You get booed, and the New York fans are going to tell you exactly how they feel about you. And the New York Yankees fans did not disappoint when it comes to that. And it looked like every single game or one of those, it was like so many games that like I'm like, Devin Williams is closing. Yankee fans got to hold their breath. But if you can put him in a eighth inning role, maybe that will help him in this big market. We know that the Dodgers are interested in this guy, and it could happen. But we'll see what happens, man. And obviously, you got to bring back Edwin Diaz. You got to bring back Edwin Diaz. I think, first of all, congratulations to Edwin Diaz, who is the 2025 reliever of the year. What an absolute great job that Edwin Diaz does, man, that he did in 2025. You saw him in the Dominican PR game in Citi Field in some suite. He looked happy. The Met fans and baseball fans loved him in Citi Field. I think if you're the Mets, you got to make this happen. But what is this contract really going to look like for Edwin Diaz? Is it going to be a 5-year contract for 100 mil? Is it going to be a 4-year contract for 88? I don't know what it's going to be, but and I don't know what you're willing, as a Met fan, I don't know what you guys are willing to pay Edwin Diaz. Are you willing to pay him 30, 33 mil, 30 mil, 32? I don't know. See, that's the thing. That's the big thing. I mean, not 30, sorry. I'm talking about like 23, 22 mil. Are you willing to pay him 22 mil again? I don't know. We'll see. But I think Edwin Diaz is very important to this team. Very important to this team. But with the passing list of Edwin Diaz and Devin Williams and the Mets being interested in both pitchers, I think it shows you where the offseason focus is going to be. There's going to be some trades. There's going to be some signings, but they're going to try to get better. At least you hope for. You hope. But from what I'm seeing and what I'm hearing with the New York Mets is that they're going to try to get better. They're going to try to get creative. And I think with the bullpen, if you can shore up Edwin Diaz and Devin Williams for years to come, I'm confident in that because of the guys AJ Minter, Brooks Raley, Adbert Alizé, former closer for the Chicago Cubs, that's going to be with the Mets this year, coming off the injury. You got Brosbon as well. So it's going to be very interesting to see what happens. Very interesting. And hopefully something happens soon. I'll definitely, keep you up to speed on that. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think about Devin Williams, what you think about Edwin Diaz coming back, both of them. Do you want Devin Williams? Do you trust Devin Williams? I understand if you don't. Completely understand. So we'll see what happens. If you enjoyed the video, definitely don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. You can follow me on Randy Talks Mets everywhere. Everywhere. TikTok, Twitter, YouTube. Everywhere. So have an amazing day. Got more videos on the way. A lot more news to talk about. Let's go Mets.